Hey there, quick question for you. What is it that I, 63, have in common with Mr. Taika Waititi and Donald Glover, aka Childish Gambino? Now, if you said that we're three good-looking brown men, you'd be correct, and thank you. But my problem is that that's not the similarity I was looking for, but that is where the similarities end. Now you see, these two both are incredible producers, writers, directors, and actors, and they're seen as geniuses and masters at their crafts, and that's why they rack up awards like Michael Phelps racks up gold medals at the Olympics. And that's incredible, and these two are honestly idols of mine. And the problem is that I have no comparison to them. When in reality, I'm just a guy that dropped out of college, quit his job, and now makes videos in his room. That doesn't mean I can't dream. And you see, that's a bit of the problem. I've wanted to be a filmmaker practically my entire life. I remember being a small kid and seeing the Michael Jackson Thriller video for the first time and being mind blown. Partly because little 5-year-old me didn't realize that Michael Jackson used to be black, but also, in part, because the music video was just incredible. It was mind-boggling to me. And it's changed my life all these years later. Now, of course, just like anybody else, I've had other dream jobs of being a chef or a basketball player or an engineer or a firefighter or an astronaut, but all of those have come and went. And the one thing that's always stuck with me is being a filmmaker. And even after a decade and a half, filmmaking is still something that is just stuck in me. And it's something that I just continue to chase. You see, the reason why it was so hard for you to come up with more similarities between Waititi, Glover, and myself is because there's one main difference between the three of us. They do, while I kind of sit and daydream and admire, at least when it comes to filmmaking. You see, humble brag, but I never really struggled much in most things, really. However, I get in my head that what if filmmaking, which is what I want to do for the rest of my life, is the time that I fail. But because the idea of failing as a filmmaker is so unbearable to me, I find myself sitting back and looking at my dreams and goals and saying that I'll wait until the time is right. But we all know that there's never going to be a right time. And instead, I'm really just looking at my dreams and goals and seeing that they're just out of reach. You see, they're right there, but not there close enough. I can see them, but then I'm too scared to take that risk. It's calling me that I decide it's not time. And the next thing I know, I'm in a corner. But you see, the thing about corners and showers is that you only have one way to go once you're in. I think that advice works for showers too.
I like my raps extra prolific, since freestyling no lunch tables and park benches, and I won't mention my 10,000.
So, what is it that I have in common with Kendrick Lamar, one of the greatest rappers of all time? Now, if you said gangbanging, you wouldn't be correct. And if you said rapping, you also wouldn't be correct. But actually, it's more of that lyric where you said,
and I won't mention my 10,000 hours in training while juggling gangbanging. My balancing was tremendous.
That lyric has stuck with me forever. And it's given me the idea for this very movie that I'm making right now. Kung Fu Kenny here is referencing the idea that it takes 10,000 hours to master anything in this world. I want to put that to the test. 10,000 hours to master a craft. I'm going to dedicate 10,000 hours of my life to filmmaking and see if in a couple of years I can ask you the question again, what do I, 63, have in common with Mr. Taika Waititi, Mr. Donald Glover, aka Childish Gambino, and you can give me an answer outside of we're three good-looking brown men. And so, As I said before, there's only one direction to go. I'm no longer going to be in a corner. I'm only moving forward 10,000 hours starting now. And just to clarify, this is going to be like hour one. I've done filmmaking and stuff before in the past, but like I don't know how much time. So I figured this hour one is fair, and moving forward, and only 9,999 more hours to go. Should be a fun time, and I'm ready to go and grab my dreams. So, thank you.
10,000 hours in training while juggling game banking. My balancing was tremendous. And now we look at the competition as quick submissions. They tapping out before.
Oh, and also, it's weekly. On Thursdays, I'll be uploading. I won't necessarily always do an update for my time, but I'll be uploading. And feel free to give me a like if you liked it. Give it a comment, and yeah, maybe stick
Before
around.
we even get a chance to miss them. What this about, is it money or skill? Maybe it's both, and I got large amounts of it is real. You see, my oath is very unbreakable. My style is never mistakable.